Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Angelique. I'm so excited, but also I'm really sorry that this is my first video of this year so far. I have had so many technical difficulties. I got a bunch of new equipment for Christmas, which I was super excited about. But in order to fit it in this tiny little room that I film in, which is also my office and our storage room, I had to like rearrange and reorganize half of my house to be able to get some of the storage out of here and fit in my lights. And my husband got me a monitor that was like super nice. It was like the Dell Ultra Sharp or whatever. And I just couldn't get it to work with my setup or whatever. So I really struggled with that. And then I sat down last week and I filmed a whole review on the new Amrezy X ABH palette. And I went to edit the video and there was no sound. I got a new mic for Christmas and the way that I had it hooked up to my camera did not work. So there was no sound and I felt so discouraged about it that I am just now making another video. Plus, I had to figure out like how to get all of this stuff to work. I usually consider myself pretty tech savvy, but I don't know what the deal is. This has just been kind of difficult, but the mic is working. Hopefully, praying to God that it's okay, but I'm looking at the screen and it looks okay. I had to send back the monitor. I ordered something else in place of it, so I'm still using my laptop for now, but that's fine. I am doing something new this year. You know, I've never been a review channel. I've never done very many reviews. I usually just do tutorials, but I'm changing that up this year and I'm going to do a lot of reviews for you guys. I just really want to be able to give you guys, as the consumers and as my followers and subscribers, I really want to give you guys all the information that I can so that you can make as much of an informed decision as you can about certain products before you go and purchase them. I've always tried to be super conscious and aware about how much I talk in my videos because I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want you guys to see a 30-minute long video and not click on it because it's like too much. You don't have the time to watch it. So I'll still try to do some videos that are shorter, but for my review videos, they are probably going to be pretty long because I really want to go in depth about the products and talk about them. I also want to do this because I want to have more of a connection with you guys. One thing that I really have learned from the feedback, you guys know my most popular videos are my brow tutorials. I have one that's over 600,000 views now, and the biggest feedback I get from you guys is that you really appreciated that tutorial because it was super informative and let you guys know all of the details and everything that you needed to know in order to determine whether or not those products were for you and if you wanted to purchase those. So I've listened to you guys and that's why I'm making this change. It's for you all. So today we're going to dive into these Makeup Geek eyeshadows. They sent me this in PR. I think it's always important to let you guys know that up front because there could always be a little bit of bias when a brand sends you a product because you don't want to let the brand down. They sent you this and I'm going to be as honest as I can. I just want to be very upfront though and let you guys know that I did get this in PR and that I am super appreciative of getting these NPRs. So of course I want them to work. I want them to be wonderful and great. But if they're not, I'm going to tell you. So they sent me this really cute PR box, which was like wrapped in this really nice paper and had a bow on it. But I kind of was impatient and I like ripped into it because I was just really excited. This is my first Makeup Geek PR package. They did also send this little pamphlet here that says True Colors. It's got all the names and everything here. Along with the eyeshadows, they did send a bunch of their lashes, their new lashes. These all look really nice, and some of them are even 3D faux mink lashes. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am a lash snob. I always use the same ones. For years, I used Lily Lashes Miami, but I really got tired of like, I know that you're not supposed to just pull your lashes off, but that's what I do. And the lash bands would just break so easily, and I hated that because they're so expensive. Then I moved on to Flutter Lashes Intoxicating, which is still one of my all-time faves today. And then I went on to the ABH. I got sent those in PR. And oh my god, Domina and Eleganza are like my two favorite lashes. They're the most comfortable. I haven't even worn Intoxicating since I got those. I love those lashes so much. But I will try a pair of these today. I'm going to try not to be such a lash snob in the future. Okay, so there are two of these. One they've packed with all of the neutral shades, and then another one, the other one is all colorful shades. I'm just going to tell you right off, these palettes, like the Z palettes, first impression, I love these. I love these. These are really nice, and they're really heavy, but like in a luxurious type of way. Another thing that I really, really love just right off the bat is the shape of the pans. They are more square shape as opposed to their old eyeshadows, which were round shaped. So these three top shades right here, those are old Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I had, and this is just a BoxyCharm Z palette. I just wanted to show you like a little bit of a comparison. As you can see, the square pans fit into Z palettes so much easier and so much better. And then also the pans seem to be a little bit larger than the round pans. So with this relaunch, Makeup Geek is really trying to focus on sustainable and eco-friendly packaging. This is called the Matrix system. You can customize and create these palettes to fit you, to fit your lifestyle, to fit your color preferences. No matter your skin tone or your eye color or your color preferences, you can use this matrix system to create custom perfect looks for you. Pamphlet says that this unique system has rows of color that range from light to deep, giving you a full range of shades to choose from. Let your imagination run wild and create colorful rainbow palettes, neutral ones, or anything in between. You only have to put in here what you want, the colors you want. Whenever you're finished with the color, you can easily take it out, like super easy. It comes out like this. And then you can replace it or you with the same color or another color or whatever you wish to do. And so you could really customize this. That's what I love about these type of palettes, is that you can really customize this with the shades that you use the most and that suit you the best, and you can make it travel friendly, whatever you need to do. And then you can only, like, this would be the only palette you would have to take on vacation or on a trip or a business trip or whatever. All the shadows are cruelty free, which is really important. Save the animals. And they are also paraben free, and they're made in the USA. So I kind of just want to go over each individual shade with you and tell you what they're called. You can skip past this. I'll put a timestamp at the bottom, but I just thought you guys might want to know what each shade was called. So first we have So Pale, Vanilla Bean, Shimma Shimma, Banana Split, Bedrock, Clean Slate, Take for Granted, and Smoke Signal. Beach Please, Latte as Usual, Espresso Yourself, Dark Roasted, Creme Brulee, which is one of my favorites of theirs, Honey Badger, Cheetah Bear, Chocolate Wasted, Prim and Proper, Blushing Beauty, Vintage, and Americano. Cupcake, Getting Figgy with It, Bitten, and Give Me the Dirt. And then the last row is Had Me at Yellow, Tiki Hut, Deja Brew, and then Coffee Before Talkie. And the colorful shades we have Illuminati, Olive You, Spilled Tea, Enchanted Forest, Medieval, Blew Me Away, Seize the Day, Time Travel, Daydreamer, Current Obsession, Curfew, Eternally Grateful, Whimsical, On Wednesdays, Back to the Fuchsia, Wine and Dine, Starry Eyed, Tuscan Sun, Pinky Promise, Berry Shady. In the Spotlight, Peach for the Stars, Staycation, Hot Tamale, Legend, Chickadee, Morocco, Brick House. So I'm not gonna like swatch all of these, but I will swatch a few, you know, that I just don't think that swatches really tell the full story. So I'm gonna, of course, use these shadows, but I will try to swatch a few of them for you. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm going into the neutral palette, and I'm sticking my finger in Bidden, and it's really creamy. It just feels really nice. That's what it swatches like. And I'm going to go right under that with Give Me the Dirt. And that's how it swatches. These are swatching really nicely. This one's called Cupcake. That one's really pretty too. Okay, I'm going to go into the colorful because there are the foiled shadows in there as well. I'm just going to start off with Illuminati. Oh, I can already tell you, like, if you rub your finger in it, you really don't have to rub it hard because it does pick up a lot of shadow. And there it is. It's this green one. That's really pretty. I'm going to go into this next blue one. It's called Medieval. Super, super pretty. This purple one's called Daydreamer. Look how pretty. And like those are like so pretty. And then I'm going to do this one called Legend. It's the more of like the bronzy. Oh, look how beautiful. And then also let me swatch some of the matte colors. So this is Olive You. I really want to do a purple because purples are the hardest, I feel like. So this is Curfew. Nice. Staycation. And then let's do Chickadee. So you can see that's what they look like. But we're just going to go ahead and play in them. I do also want to mention that even though I didn't get these products, they did come out with some new face products. So they have a highlighter, blush, and bronzer. And then they also have these really pretty, colorful power pigments, which those look like they're right up my alley. Well, they do have like some palettes already created. There should be 9 shadow palettes, and you can choose from 5 different color stories. So this is what they will look like, and there will be 9 shadows in each. You can also create your own. These are like the mini palette. Oh, there's like a quad over here, mini palette. So there's like a ton of different options for these shadows. And then you can also mix it up. So here's a picture of like colors and neutrals mixed, and then here's one with the face products and also some eyeshadows. The possibilities are literally endless with this matrix system. You can do whatever you want, create whatever you want, and that's something that I really, really love. And I love that it's so eco-friendly. You're not going to be having a ton of waste or just using, you know, sometimes you get an eyeshadow palette and it's like, oh, I love these 4 shades, but I don't like these 2, or something like that. So with this, you can create it to where you love every single shade, you use every single shade, and you can actually hit pan on them and use them all up instead of just wasting colors in a palette that you would never use. Okay, so I went ahead and I primed my eyes. I always use the ABH eyeshadow primer. Okay, so first I just want to start off with a shade that's more neutrally. So I'm going to mix a little bit of Creme Brulee with a little bit of Honey Badger on an M506 brush, just to kind of like map out where I want my shadow to go. I'm very lightly laying this down. I'm just kind of brushing it over. This isn't like a normal technique that I do. So I'm just going to blend that out in the shape that I want. I've been doing my eyebrows a little bit differently, and so I've been like making them a little bit higher on the tail here, more of a straight brow, even though it's not like super straight right now, but anyways, that's what I've been doing. And so I kind of have to map out a different eye shape than before, just a little bit, but I just want it to be really like kind of uplifting so that it snatches my face up. So I think that's going to be my overall shape, and I just kind of wanted to get that down before I go in with darker colors. So next I'm going to go in with Give Me the Dirt on a Morphe E17 brush. I'm literally just going to put this all over my lid. I'm going to start it down next to my lash line. Just picking up a little bit of product at a time. I don't want to have like a bunch of fallout. I don't know if there will be. There's not so far. But I've already done my base makeup, so I'd rather not have a bunch of fallout. So I want this shade closer to the lash line, and then I will blend it up. I'm not going to go up as high as what I've mapped out because I need a little bit of space in there for the transition colors. So I'm just kind of tapping the product in there, and then I'm moving my brush around in like very small circular motions on the edge to kind of blend it out. And I just kind of keep doing this same thing until I have the whole thing blended and in a like the areas that I want it to be. Now this shade, I am having to build this up, but I'm also not picking up much because I wanted to be able to have to pick it up, build it up, because it is a very dark color. So I need to be really careful around here. Just doing some windshield wiper motions, and then I'm going back and forth between that and soft circular motions. Now, I think that's as far as I'm going to take that for now. I can always come back and do whatever else I need to do after I've blended in some other shades. I'm going back in with that first brush that I used. I'm just using it to kind of blend out and soften the edges of that dark shade so that when I go in with the next transition color, it's going to kind of, not look splotchy. Okay, so the next shade I'm going in with is Cheetah Bear on a Morphe M431 brush. And I'm going to place this in between the two shades. Right now I'm just kind of laying the color down, and then I'll go back and blend it out. To blend it, I'm using very, very small circular motions. So, I don't know, I feel like I can show better than I can explain. So, just watch my hand. I'm just literally blending right in between these two. It's going to be a nice, smoky eye. And then I'm going to go back in with those first two shades, Creme Brulee and Honey Badger, just a little bit to blend those out on the edges. Like barely any product. You don't even have to put more product on there if you don't want to. I should have used some shadow shields, especially where I'm kind of creating a new eye shape because I've went down too far here, but I can clean that up in a minute. Now when there's like hardly any product on there, I'm just going to flick it up a little bit to give a more pulled up effect to make my face look more snatched and younger. Kind of like a facelift in a shadow. I'm taking a really tiny bit of the black shade called Smoke Signal, and I'm just putting it down near the bottom towards the lash line just to deepen it up a little bit more and kind of smooth everything out. Just like the tiniest bit though, a little bit of black goes a long, long way. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of the shade called Bitten, which is like a cranberry shade, and I'm going to marry that also in between the shades here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that same process underneath the lash line. I'm going to start off with a little bit of that black on an Anastasia A1 brush. It's just a flat definer brush. I'm going to put it right up under the lash line, tucked up nice and tight. I'm not bringing it all the way into the inner corner, just like almost underneath. I'm going to blend that out with the Give Me Dirt shade. Then I'm going to take Cheetah Bear and blend out the edge of that. Now, I did want this to be a super smoky, blown out eye, so I have kind of went overboard, and I'm dragging this down farther than I normally would. Okay, so I am going to take this blue foiled shade called Medieval on a little tiny pencil brush in Morphe E36. I'm not going to put any MAC Fix Plus or anything on it because I'm going to see how it applies alone. I just kind of want to spread a little bit. I mean, it's laying on nicely, but I wonder if it'll be, I want to see what color it'll be if I spray some Fix Plus on it. Okay, it is more shimmery. It does show up better with the Fix Plus on it. I do love this shade, and it's a beautiful, beautiful dark blue. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring it on in a little bit more. I'm just going to use my finger right here. I feel like it'll just be easier to blend. Okay, then I'm going to dip into the green foiled shadow called Illuminati. And I'm just going to put it like right here. The very inner corner. Right here in the inner corner. Here a little bit. I'll go back in with that blue. I just want to see more of that blue. It's so pretty. I'm just going to extend it on out. Okay, so we managed to turn this wearable look into something that is probably only more wearable to like a nightclub or something. I don't know why I do this. I really wanted to do something like more neutral and wearable. But I mean, this is still wearable, but it's just got some color added to it. You know what? Let's add some more. Okay, so I'm going to take some little nail jewels that I got from Amazon, and I'm just going to make like some cute little designs on the inner corner. Just using lash glue to stick them on. Okay, so to lighten this up, I'm going to put a little bit of white in my waterline. I'm going to go ahead and put mascara on my bottom lashes. Okay, so I'm going to try these Isabella Faux Mink lashes from Makeup Geek that they sent. They have a little bit of flare at the end, not too much. This is a very smoky eye, so I do need more of a flare, I think. I don't know. I just like the way these look, so this is what I'm going to try. Okay, so the band does feel nice and sturdy. I'm going to let my lash glue dry down a little bit. I hate putting lashes on for the first time, like a new pair, because they're not broken in. You just kind of want to wiggle it a little bit like this to try and, you know, get some shape to it, make it more flexible. Okay, these went on good, and they went on pretty easy. I just don't know if I like this style for this look. I think I'm going to try a different style. Okay, I think I'm going to try the style Ava instead. I'm going to have to cut just the tiniest bit off the end because I feel like they're just a little bit too long. Okay, yes, I do like the style better with this look. I just needed something more, a little bit more because this is so smoky. Listen, these lashes are really beautiful, and maybe it's because it's like the first time I've used them and they're not broke in. Um, they are sticking really well. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably gonna stick with my ABH lashes. Like, that is no shade towards Makeup Geek at all. These are beautiful lashes. I just am a lash snob, and once I find something I really like, it's really just hard to get me to switch over. And I just personally feel like I like the ABH ones a little bit better. These are really pretty, and there's like nothing wrong with them, and they feel good. I think I should have cut this one just a little bit more because I feel like it is like a little bit kind of in my inner corner too much. I just feel like the ABH ones for my eyelids are a little bit more comfortable. So for lips, I'm going to go in with two liquid lipsticks by ABH. I'm going to go in with Dusty Rose and Milkshake, and I'm going to kind of blend them together like ombre. And then I'm just going to put a touch of this shade called Butterscotch. It's the lip gloss by ABH. Just right there in the center. Okay, now I'm going to set everything into place with this Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. I ended up using both of the palettes that they had put together for me, and then I used these little nail jewels or whatever just to spice it up. I thought I was just going to do like a neutral look, but it turned out a little more colorful, but I actually kind of really love how it turned out. I hope you guys did too. I hope you guys like this style of video, like the review. I do want to say my final thoughts. Also, before that, let me tell you this. I am really bad for not including my discount codes. I do have a discount code with Makeup Geek, so if you decide that you do want to purchase some of these products or eyeshadows or the palettes or whatever, then my discount code is Angelique. I do earn a commission off of that, so I want to make that very upfront and let you guys know that. But I am going to try to start using my commission codes more just because I make hardly anything from this. The only income I really make is through the monetization on my YouTube channel, which is like hardly anything. My final thoughts on these new palettes are I really like them. They blended really nicely. The formula is really nice. I'm going to go over the price points with you. The signature eyeshadow formula is $5.49 per pan, and then the foiled formula is $7.99 per pan. That's very much comparable to what's out there. I don't know why people are saying that's a lot of money. You can get the 9 shadow palettes for $32.99. Other palettes that are like $45, that's about the same as what you would get. And then there's the 4 shadow palettes that are $14.99, $15. You also have to remember that these are made in the USA, so they are more expensive to manufacture than they are if you like got these from China. So I don't think it's fair to compare these eyeshadows to Morphe. The lashes are good. They're good quality and they're really nice. They're not my preference, and I'm just being honest about that. I prefer the ABH ones, and the Flutter Lashes Intoxicating, but that's going to be something that's going to be really, really hard to change my mind about. So to wrap it up, I do fully recommend the eyeshadows. I think it would be cool if you can even buy the mini palettes and you can create those in the colors that you want. You can pick out 4 colors for those, and you know, you don't have to like buy all of the shadows or the big one and include all the shadows or whatever, but you can mix and match them how you want, and I feel like that's gonna like help a lot of people out, and you can just keep using the same shadows that you want if you want to be eco-friendly. Comment down below if there were some shades that caught your eye that you would like for me to do another tutorial with, and I will try to do that for you guys. But for now, I'm going to go, and I will see you in my next one.